Now then, one of our next guests knows how to make a dramatic exit from Coronation Street, and the other is known for being a nun who abandoned her sisterhood for true love in Call the Midwife.
But since then, Vicky Binns and Laura Main have travelled back in time to work the factories of Victorian England in the record-breaking drama The Mill. Let's take a look at both of them in action.
Pride never filled an empty belly. Take it. Pay me back when you can.
Thank you.
Susanna.
Rebecca.
We could probably sneak her into the apprentice house shed.
No, you can keep me company. My husband will be out most of the night at one of his Manchester meetings.
Well, if you're sure.
She's sure. You did the right thing coming here.
And as you've seen, Vicky and Laura are with us. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
I mean, you're looking gorgeous and glamorous. And we were talking about this earlier. It's not quite the look of The Mill, is it?
No, we wake up like this, don't we? And then go into film The Mill and have spots.
They had
put
to grubby
on
us down, yes.
Yeah, how does that process work then?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I watched you in the first series and I absolutely loved it. I'm just joining it in the second. But watching it, I had a sense it was a no-makeup job, so I actually went to the audition like that. So I kind of was ready for it.
You'd already prepared.
I'd already prepared mentally,
Yeah.
so when they said, you know, really it is no makeup and we'll put dirt on you instead.
I was going to say, it is extreme. It's like, you know, don't wash for a week, mud on your face, ripped clothing, everything, isn't it?
Quite liberating, yeah, it is.
We can't catch
I just think, you know, we talk about it, that one of the ideas, one of the things when you think about a costume drama, which of course this is the sumptuous costumes and the sort of the history and all that sort of stuff. And it's the antithesis of that, isn't it?
I remember reading the script for the second series, not knowing whether I was going to be involved, and it said there's a pile of rags on the floor with a fly crawling over it. We reveal this pile of rags to be a beggar. We then reveal that this pile of rags is Martha.
And that's you. Yeah.
Like, oh,
That's my grand entrance.
Here we go.
The fly crawling over you.
Yeah, that's what you get when you're from Bury. Yeah, the lower class.
And this has been such a hit. And the fascinating thing about it is it's based on, you know, historical documents of what actually happened at the time, isn't it?
And in Quarry Bank Mill as well, which is an amazing place to work, isn't it?
Yeah, which it's now a National Trust site, but they've got this extensive archive of documents from the time, and it's just really interesting to be in something that's really rooted in reality.
And you went there as a kid, and was it your grandmother?
10 years
that worked
old at primary school, you had to put a bonnet on and go and eat porridge.
So you already had experience of it then?
Thrilling, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've been researching since I was 10. But I can remember that so vividly, and my grandma worked in the mill, and she went to the mills when she was 14. So it's, and my dad's still really passionate about all that history.
I imagine it was slightly different when she was there than when it is when your characters are there, though, because it's a brutal regime.
She wasn't that old. Yeah, it was brutal. But I mean, that revolution changed the way that my grandma has fond memories of going to the mill compared to them when we were filming it. But that was quite liberal. That mill, they looked after them fairly well, didn't they, compared to the workhouse or any of those places?
Yeah.
And still a shock. And completely different from, of course, you know, the other bits and pieces that you do. And Laura, Call the Midwife, I think you're filming another one at the moment, aren't you?
Yes, we're filming series 4, which will go out at the start of next year, but we're filming the Christmas special at the minute.
How lovely. And look, there's a little baby.
Oh, I know.
And so this is the moment where your character meets her adopted daughter.
Yes,
Sheila
baby
meets-
Angela, yeah.
And who is the baby in real life?
The baby...
Or is it a number of babies?
It's mainly now one baby who's grown up a bit, so she's called Alice, and she's absolutely gorgeous. She's about 8 months, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's it like having a baby on set? Does everyone sort of behave a little bit more? It's a bit more reverent?
Definitely. There's a hush and, you know, great respect, and they're just adorable, you know. The mood does change, and it's lovely.
Yeah. And Vicky, of course, you know, people will know you from being Molly in Coronation Street. A dramatic exit when you left there.
Yeah.
How was that? I mean, how's it been since? Do you still watch?
I don't know. I've not watched it for ages because I'm doing a theatre job at the moment.
Got lots of
So
other stuff on.
yeah, so doing other stuff. But it was amazing to be part of that 50th, you know, and have not put the 50 years in. Yeah. That was great. I'll drink the champagne,
And enjoy the party,
and
yeah.
the live episode, and enjoy the party and all that kind of thing. Yeah, but it's been really. I mean, John Fay, who wrote The Mill, was actually one of the writers on Coronation Street, so it's kind of
Been great to do that.
Yeah, felt
All
familiar.
tied together
and
then.
It's lovely to see. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming,
thank
and
you
best
for
of luck
that.
with the new series
Thank
as well.
you.
It's
You're
really
taking
great
that
to see.
makeup off and converting back, weren't you? Thank you very much for that.
That's it from us. We'll be back on Monday. Here's Lorraine.
See you then. Bye-bye.